Hey, this is Toe2 Bravo, and we're going to do a video today on the SIG P220. And what we're going to do on this butte is we're going to install the OEM SIG 220 SRT kit. So that is what our plan is for today. Let's open up this SIG 220 OEM short reset trigger kit. Let's see what we've got here. Alright, so this kit comes with the following items. The upgraded decocker. As you can see, it has the hump right there, which keeps it from hitting the frame. And I also believe there's a difference between this decocker and the 226 decocker. I believe that this piece here is a little longer. Matter of fact, you know what? May not seem important, but just for my own curiosity, I happen to have all of my parts here. So here we are. Here are my SIG P226 parts. So here is a SIG P226 decocker and my 220 decocker. Obviously you can see a big difference there between the geometry here and here. You have the hump to keep it from hitting the frame, and I was mistaken. It's not longer, it is in fact shorter. So you can see it's longer there for the 226 and shorter here for the 220. So it is different. So let's go ahead and take the grips off of our SIG here. We'll drop our magazine. This is one of those ACT mags. They are and have been so far fantastic. It's hard to find OEM magazines for the 220, but the ACT mags here, made in Italy, are readily available. So if you are in the market and looking for extra mags for your SIG 220, I do suggest that you look for the ACT mags, the ACT mags, because they have functioned flawlessly, and their quality seems to be right on par with the SIG OEM mags. Very nice magazines. And these are the 8-round mags. And again, like I said earlier, they're made in Italy, so the quality is there. Very nice magazines, very affordable too. Check those out. Unfortunately, I cannot remember where I got these. It was a company that I don't normally use, a smaller company, so I don't recall that. I will try to find the paperwork on those, and perhaps I can pass that information on to you guys if you give a damn. And even if you don't give a damn, maybe I'll pass that information on. Alright, let's lock the slide to the rear. Rotate down, release the slide, and off she comes. It's a beautiful piece of equipment. Let's lower the trigger. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and get our punch out. Bear with us. Our punch. And we're going to push out this pin right there. But let's go ahead and push that pin out. There's our pin, and everything fell out. So here's our pin. Here is our spring. We will need that later. This is the old piece that we are replacing, and I should know that nomenclature. And the sear and the safety lever. So that would be our sear and safety lever, right? So what do we caught on there? Alright, so there are our old parts here, and here are our new parts. Safety sear and our thingamaboggy here and our decocker. So there's our new stuff, and here is our old stuff. So we're going to replace these internals first, followed by the decocker. Hopefully everything's in frame, right? I don't know. I haven't been looking, so I apologize. So here's our new parts. We're going to go ahead and grease these up. A generous amount of grease right there and there. Let's zoom out a little bit, right? It's a little bit of a fiasco. Oh, wrong direction. There we go. And then we will grease this up right there. So our new parts are nice and greased up, and we are using Coastal Premium High Temp grease. So that's what we're using. We use that on some of our AKs too. Probably get some adverse comments based off of what grease product I use, but what the hell, it functions. Alright, we're back. We're going to go ahead and take this decocker out. So, oh, we lost that piece on the inside too. So there's the old decocker. There's that. So now we've got quite a bit disassembled. So let's try to get this little bugger. Oh, that's the old bugger. We don't need the old bugger. We need the new bugger. And that's available in the SIG catalog under old bugger and new bugger. So let's try this again. So we're trying the magnet trick. Unfortunately, we have our flexible head, but it's the only one I have. So we are going to try and make it work. So now we've got our punch holding that in place. Next step is to take our safety lever, the new safety lever, and what we're going to do is pull the punch out on this side. Make sure we're in frame as best we can be. Pull, pull, pull the punch out. Not all the way, obviously. Put the safety lever in place. There we go. And now let's lock her in. So there you go. You can see her right there. So now we've got those two parts locked in. Those are the two main components for our short reset trigger kit. Next will be our spring here. And I don't know, we'll see if it all stays in place. Alright, so there we are. Believe it or not, we managed to keep everything in place. So our spring is now where it needs to be. And this will all be locked in here in a moment. We're going to take our pin from this side of the punch. And as we replace the punch with the pin, everything should be good to go. So we will press that home. So everything is being held in by the OEM pin now. And the last thing we need to do is take our spring and secure it, creating tension under the bar right here. So, proper tools for the job, right? So, let's grab that. Alright, proper tool for the job. Might be too big, but I think we can get it on and down. So there we go. We captured all of that. So now we have our spring in place, which creates our tension on our hammer. So now we need to reassemble everything else. So we come up on this side here. We're going to replace our spring here. Take the flat part of the spring there, insert it there, twist around, locks it into place, and come up underneath the bar right there. Flip this over. Take our, okay, this little piece here, there's a little ledge on the inside. This sits on that ledge right here, facing like that. So it can be a bit of a pain in the ass to get this in, but let's see what we can do, because the space is confined. Alright, so there it is. Got it into place. Wasn't pretty, but it's where it needs to be, I believe. We will take our new decocker, the new one. Put that on there. And we will take our spring. There we go. There's our spring. And then we take this and we secure it there, like so. Alright, so everything should function properly now. So the first thing we're going to do is check the hammer. Locks back, decocker, decocks, hammer locks back, decocker, fire, and single action, fire. So everything looks like it should. So the next step will be to put the grips on. We'll be right back. Alright, let's go ahead and put these grips back on here and do a functions check. So I will tell you this, this can be tricky. It doesn't seem like a whole lot, but when you get in here and little pieces start falling out, it can be a little bit of a challenge. So let's go ahead and put these back on, and we will do a functions check, and we will go from there. So here we go. Flip this bad boy over. And I really like this SIG 220. This is one of my favorites. So here we go. Alright, so functions check. Decock, double action, single action, and let's check that short reset. Wow. Now, I did screw up. I do have some video measuring the reset on the old system, which is here, compared to the new system, which I've just installed and you guys watched, well, hopefully watched, either thumbs up or thumbs down, or just couldn't tolerate it enough to watch to the end, but that's fine, I get it. So I'm going to try to find that old footage and put it in here, and so we can do a comparison, because there is a hell of a reset difference there on that. So I really like the short reset kits. So, alright, just as a quick update, these ACT mags, I did mention those, and I said I didn't know the company right offhand. The company is Greg Coat LLC. E-Man Wackagator, that's in your neighborhood, around there, somewhere down there in Florida. So I'm going to go ahead and put his information up. So there it is. Greg Coat LLC. There's his email address, his phone number, his fax, his address, everything you need to get in touch with him, or go online and order some of these magazines for your SIG 220. Again, I'm not paid or anything for this gentleman, but I always like to pass good information on to folks who might need it. This is Toto 2 Bravo. We'll go ahead and wrap up this video today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you got something out of it. I certainly did. I've got my 220 ready to go to the range again, and that's exactly what I have planned. Go check out that short reset. So this is Toto 2 Bravo. Until I see you out at the range again, thanks for watching.